The book that I am going to review today is popular amongst readers who prefer self-help books. Whether you want to live a long life, a successful life, or a combination of both, this book is full of fascinating advices. The name is IKIGAI, a Japanese term which means an art to stay young while growing old. Written by Hector Garcia and Francis Morales. In preface, the book talks about a concept of logotherapy, and there is a separate chapter about the same concept. The concept of logotherapy was introduced by an Austrian psychiatrist, Viktor Frankl, in his book Man's Search for Meaning. I have reviewed that book also and will share the link in the description section. Let's start the book review. The book is about slowing down human aging process, not only cosmetically but internally. The writers write about a place in Japan, Okinawa, which is an island, and the people living there are called centenarians, which means they have an average life of 100 years or more. And the place is also called an island of eternal youth. Other than Okinawa, there are 4 more places on earth where centenarians live. And together, all these 5 places are called the 5 blue zones on earth. So what's the secret behind the centenarian's longevity? As per the book, there are 4. Number 1, diet. Number 2, physical exercise. Number 3, finding a purpose in life. And number 4, IKIGAI. Numerous books available in the market that can guide you on healthy diet plans or stringent exercise routines. So I'm going to skip those areas and will talk about the core topic of this book, which is finding purpose of life and IKIGAI. So there are 4 elements in IKIGAI. Number 1, you should know what you are good at. Number 2, you should do what you love. Number 3, you should get paid for it. And last but not the least, the world should also need it. It is commonly found in the world that people do the jobs they don't love or they are not good at. On the contrary, there are things people like to do, but they are not paid for them. So you have to make sure that you do a job that you like, you are good at, and you are also paid for it. The last element is about the demand of that job or a skill. With the advancement in technology, we know for a fact that there are many skills in the world which are getting obsolete. So we have to make sure that we keep our skills updated to have a long-lasting income source. Another important concept which is mentioned in this book is to find flow in your work. It means that you can convert your work and even your leisure time into a process of growth. So how we can find flow? There are 3 strategies mentioned in the book to find flow. Number 1 is to select a challenging target. Now when you select a target which is challenging, it makes you to put in more efforts to achieve it. But make sure that don't fix a target which is too difficult to achieve, otherwise it is going to demotivate you instead. Second strategy is by determining the objectives of work. So it's very important to determine the objectives of work so that you have a clear idea of what you want to achieve by doing a certain work. And it also helps you to channelize your efforts and energy in the best possible manner. And the third strategy, which is also very important, is to focus on one task at a time. Multitasking is talk of the town, and all the professionals out there expect their subordinates to be good at multitasking. As per the writers of IKIGAI, you should focus at one task at a time because it helps to improve your focus, and you are in a better position to finish your tasks quickly as compared to doing them simultaneously. A very interesting exercise to improve your focus is at the time of eating, you should not be looking at anything else. It is very common that when we are eating, we are either talking to the people, we are looking at our phones or watching TV and doing other things. But we have to make sure that in order to improve focus, we should only be focusing on the food that we eat. Since the title of the book is Japanese, a lot of famous Japanese people have been mentioned in the book who achieved their Ikigai and did wonders in the world. For example, Shakunaga, a potter in Japan, he impressed Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, by his simplicity and attention to detail in pottery. Jiro Ono, who is 90 plus years of age and owns probably the oldest sushi restaurant in Japan, and people from across the world travel to Japan just to eat his sushi. Hayao Miyazaki, a manga artist who even after his retirement was found in his studio Ghibli drawing cartoons. It means that if you have found your Ikigai, you want to do your work even till the last breath. To conclude, the book is interesting and will keep you captivated throughout the read. It's a pretty small book, if you can see. It's just 120 pages, so you can finish it quickly. I highly recommend to read the book, and please let me know whether you liked it or not. Thank you so much for watching my review. See you in the next video.